Hello, everyone, and welcome to Power Practice Day 26. So today is interesting. This practice is all about capacity. Everything that you want is on the other side of your capacity to hold the pressure of becoming the person who can create what it is that you want to create. So the pressure is the absolute key. And the more and more I dive into this, then that really becomes so clear that that it's the most important capacity that I'm building in myself. And I'm realizing that that is the key to everything, because we need to be able to hold what is coming. And the reason why we don't have it already is because we don't have ability to hold it. It's like the vessel is too small. So if we want to increase the capacity to hold abundance, because that's what it is, then it's like we need to have this vessel that has the capacity to hold the pressure, because there's pressure in abundance. I wrote something here. Yeah. So that's why the connection to the personal power practice is such a fundamental pillar in Phoenix Rising. It's not only the middle, it's like 1 in the middle, 6 on top, and 6 at the bottom, but it's also placed right here at the center of our being. So it's the absolute center. So if we don't have the personal power, then we are not able to hold all the other things together. So it's one of the most important pillars, but it's also one of the pillars that I feel the strongest connection to. It's a huge part of my practice, the personal power, and it's one of the most important ones that I feel. And I feel also drawn to it in a way that I can't really explain with the others. I mean, I have the truth pillar is also one of the ones that is absolutely my strong suit. And the knowing and the root. And that is, if you look at human design, those are my defined centers. So yeah, it's very, very interesting, everything, when you start to put things together, and it's like you're building an invisible puzzle, and you're like, oh, it's such an amazing experience to go on this self-development journey. And the lady who's just wrapping up her retreat today, in our conversation this morning, that this is what she says. She's like, this is so exciting. This is the adventure of a lifetime. And so she's the words that I describe, or that I have been describing my journey with, she feels is like, yes, that's exactly how it feels. I'm about to enter the lifetime, the adventure of a lifetime. And for me, it's like, this is this is the most exciting thing. And I've shared this in the past couple of episodes. So today we're going to come back into the body in so I'm feeling it. It's so interesting. It's so interesting how the body is really starting. So that's what's happening with me is I think that you can notice. So when the capacity is expanding, there is like the system is glitching a little bit. So I feel like I'm glitching a lot. And that's why I need to close my eyes, because it takes more effort for me to be yeah, it really takes an awareness, because the body wants to glitch. And the way that I'm glitching is that I black out. So I can really sense now how it's happening. I can sense when it starts to approach. So that's when I close my eyes. So I'm managing it in real time. And then if I lose myself, then that doesn't matter, but I'm practicing. So I'm using this format. Isn't it interesting that this is my format for my body to really push to the limit? This is my commitment to myself and my journey. So yeah, the body's really showing me the way. So as I'm glitching, what I'm noticing that is happening is that the body wants full authority of what happens in these sessions. So I'm losing more and more authority of any ideas. It's like when I over structure a little bit. And it's not even over structuring, because most people would say that this is as little preparation as one can have. It's like I know the topic, and then I have a couple of bullets, and then I just go in. It's like a story is starting to it's like words are already forming, as I go closer and closer to the session. And there's like something, there's a wave of something that wants to come out, and then I just talk. And that is not stopping, but is easing off a little bit. And then I'm like, okay, so I know the topic, and I know, then it's like just the first couple of things that are coming, and I'm like, and then I start to, oh, did I lose it? Is that's what's happening? So there's a stress in there connected to this, and that is also what is causing the blackouts. So um, I'm starting to learn and notice and pay attention to how my body is reacting in real time. And it's when it's always has to do with the mind, or the mind. And also it's like I have the mind, and there's another channel of information that it's like they are traveling right beside each other. So you can almost, it's like you can believe that they are one, but when you look close, there's actually two. And I'm trying to put more space in between them, because one is the mind and the other one is the creative channel. And then the mind kind of jumps on and says, oh, we're going to do this, da, 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 da. And it's been hiding here in the two, and been acting like it's, all good and all good and fun. But then I notice as I'm glitching, it's like I'm latching on to something instead of trusting the full stream of creativity, and that all I need to do is to put myself in the stream and trust it and access it through my body, and then it will happen like it's doing now. Now I have no idea that this is exactly what I'm supposed to say. So just trusting that flow of information instead of, holding on to safety. The mind is like, but what if we don't make it? Like, this is what, and it's like the mind saying, but what's my purpose then? What am I gonna do? And I'll just maybe say, maybe you can rest. You've been working very hard for a very long time. So the body is really showing me. It's taking. So now it's like, boom. Okay, let's go back. So there's like an upward energy that is like full of fire and energy and possibilities and opportunities and fun and just and taking on every aspect of life, and that is rooted in the personal power. And then it's like I have another energy that is water, that just, when water hits in slow motion, like, and there's this thunder from waves, big waves. I mean, they are loud. So there's this bowl of water that you just land inside, and down there it's just silent, because power does not come from noise. It does not come from who can be the loudest or who can be the most of anything. And it's not about dominance. It's not, power is not being better or having more or winning over someone else. Is not in relationship to anyone else. That is like a very low level grade teaching. So anyone who is using that kind of power is on a very low level of personal power. Or if they have a strong personal power and a big dominance power, then they are very evil. So then you should stay away from that. So the dominance is just not, that's just not what power is about. Real personal power is about holding capacity and holding your truth, your knowing, your expression, your abundance, your creation, and your sovereignty. That is what personal power is. To be standing in your truth no matter what happens. Steadying course, standing up for what you believe is right, and being able to be in your creation and move through the world, because through your creation is how you move through the world. Every impact that you have on the world is your creation. Every flower that you pick, every flower that you water, every interaction, that is your creation. That is your contribution to the world. And it's through those actions that the world is going to mirror itself back to you. And through the challenges that we attract, through the ones we are going to receive those as course corrections into our path. So the personal power is your ability to hold all of the other centers. And I realized that I made a mistake before. It's not 3. It's not in the middle. It's fewer at the bottom. It's like a sword. It's like a sword. It's like a sword. The personal power is your sword. It's like you hold your sword. Cut through illusions. Stay strong towards the wind of other people's projections, ideas, because people will want to move you in their direction. So it's about knowing who we are. So it's the knowing, it's the truth of who we are, knowing who we are, being able to stay in that expression. And be able to hold the abundance, the giving and the receiving, to allow that to flow freely, and to allow, like, how can we still love ourselves, love the world? Because the heart is where we operate from grace, from beauty, from love, from unconditional love, from forgiveness, from grace, from mercy. But if we aren't able to protect the heart, then the heart grows cold. And then we are unable to connect with that. Our expression becomes dimmed. We are not, it doesn't feel safe enough to be ourselves. We don't feel confident enough to express ourselves as who we truly are. So they are all related, but without the personal power, there's no ability to maintain. So that is the fire. So it's the fire sword and the water bowl. So the fire is our courage, our fearlessness to move through the world, knowing that we can maneuver, navigate without harm. Because when the body is leading, I can run in the dark. The dark is the world, is the unknown. I know, I can feel it because the body is communicating with me. And as long as I'm just safe, then I just run. And then something, you become so aware. It's like having this multifaceted, multidimensional visibility or vision, because it's all about how close can we be the open potential, the limitless potential, the field of opportunities, and not be afraid to be the captain in the dark with no fear. And then the energy turns to excitement. So let's connect to the body. Open up the spine. If you haven't done that already. What I would recommend you to do is, whenever you're listening to these sessions, if we're not doing a practice, then do the practice anyway. So this is your time to come back to the body, because this is the work over and over and over again. Okay, so let's activate the body a little bit with some fire breath. So stretch up. Lower your hands on your knees. Breathe in fully through the nose. Breathe out. Breathe in through the nose halfway. And then we breathe out through the nose in a rhythmic strong out breaths. So you breathe out and then you will automatically breathe in. So all the focus is on the out breath. And then you connect with the root and you push your belly out as you breathe out. So breathe in halfway. Root lock. And then breathe out 10 times. And then relax. Okay, one more round. Breathe in halfway. 25 breaths. And breathe out. Normal breaths. Allow the energy to sink. Regulate the activation with your awareness. So breathe in again, halfway, another 25 breaths. Breathe in, root, lock the root. Open up the spine. Tune into the openness. And then move into the 2 more breaths. So connect your root, activate the root, lock in your pelvis, chin down, fingers together, breathe in, open up, feel into the body, breathe out, contract, feel into how deep, how fast does the body want to do today, and honor that rhythm. So I'm like pulling in energy into my lower dantian. Contracting. So in sensational, we will go deeper into these power practices. Okay, another round. Relax, allow the body to cool down. So bringing up the fire, and then bringing in the water, expanding our capacity. So now I have like a current going through my spine. So from here, grab your notebook. And the first prompt goes, personal power in my body feels like. Personal power in my body feels like. You can finalize that sentence. And when you feel ready, you can just come back to a seated position. Rest your hands in your lap. And just go into the body and turn into silence. So silence is where pressure is the strongest. So this is where capacity is being built. Because in the silent, there's only the truth. There is no infiltration or effect or bias from the world, from the outside. So in the silence, there is only the truth. And the one that can hold the pressure of the truth in the silence without moving astray from your own path. It's in the silence where we know what is true. This is the gateway to capacity. This is the gateway to truth. This is the gateway to creation. It's the gateway to abundance. It's the gateway to expression. This is the field of limitless potential, where anything is possible. And this is the space where manifestation happens the quickest. So what happens if you, from this space, bring in your object of manifestation? So look at what happens with your silence, what happens with your object of manifestation, and what happens with your personal power. And what is the pressure? What does the pressure feel like in the silence? Just observe. So from here, we will do another round of fire breath. Stretch your arms up. Hands on your knees. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Halfway in. 25 breaths. And relax your breath. Use your awareness to allow the energy to sink, to settle. Just observe the silence, the pressure, the personal power. Deep breath in, deep breath out, halfway in, 25 breaths. Relax your breath, palms in your lap. Allow the energy to settle. Tune in with your spine. Bring in the 2 more breaths. Connect the roots. Lock your pelvic floor. Find your rhythm, find your energy, find your power. There's nothing better with doing fast and strong. They can be equally intense when it's slow and deep. Relax the breath. Let the energy flow through the spine. For me, this is a way for me to regulate the system, because I have a lot of pent up energy in my body. And by opening this vessel, the energy can find a harmonious way to release from the body. So this is the way I release pressure on this level. So in sensational, we will go deeper with these full body experiences, and also go deeper into activating the Kundalini and the life force energy, and also the reproduction energy that I call it. I don't want to talk about that I don't want to have the algorithm connect me with those kind of practices. So all of that will be in sensational. Launching end of February. It will be an 8-week course where we go deeper into every aspect of the pillars, but from a much deeper perspective, to open up the energetics in the base of the spine. Okay, so back to 2 more breathing. One final round. Breathe in. You can either keep on breathing or join me in meditation. Join me in the silence. Up to you. You can return to normal breathing if you were continuing with the breath. And join me in the silence. Deep, comfortable breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And check in with your ability to stay connected to silence over the days. Is that something that you are practicing? And bring in your object of manifestation or anything on the 11 list. So the next prompt goes, what the silence is telling me is. What the silence is telling me is. You can finalize the sentence and then return to your body. Return to the spine. And open up the body. Give yourself a couple of minutes of spending time in the body, just showing it love and care. Where does it want to open up? Where do I need to go with my presence, with my awareness? So as I'm doing this, I'm releasing all the pressure from the day. I can feel it. It's relaxing in the breath. And I come deeper and deeper back into my body. So I'm still opening it up from all the years of disconnect. At the same time, we are still accumulating more pressure every day unless we are releasing it every day. So that's why the work is a bit deeper and more comprehensive in the beginning, because we have a lot of stuff accumulated. And you will notice when it becomes less and less, because the body starts to feel more and more aligned, more and more strong, more and more open, more and more connected. All of your abilities starts to turn on. Your sharpness, your awareness, your presence, your ability to see, your ability to connect, all of this starts to open. And this is what we are going to go as deep as you guys are willing and able in those 8 weeks. And then where we stop, then there will be another one, and then so we will go all the way. But it will be we will see how the speed. So a lot of the power exercises are about connecting the core, the lower abdomen with the lower dantian, because this is the area that is the least connected for most of us. So the power practices are a way to really connect those again, but do it in the on the terms of the body, in the speed of the body, and in connection with the overall, because we need to release pressure along the way, and we need a container and a space for that to safely move through the body. So the outside container will be sensational, where we go deep into the body like this to see what we can find. And that's the container where it can be processed and held and witnessed and supported. And at the same time, we create the internal vessel to hold capacity for the future, because the more we can hold, the stronger we are, the more energy can pass through. So that's what we want. So that's it for today. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow, and I am really noticing how it's stretching my capacity. So it's very interesting. I shared a little bit about that in the beginning, and I'm noticing how this session just came through me, and how I'm doing the work for myself. So I get the feedback and the response, the body is responding, and it's just opening up inside. So I look forward to hear from you in the Telegram group. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow for integration. Lots of love.